Yo, what's going on? It's your boy MAKEOUTTEEJ and welcome to another video for today. Today we are going over the basic game plans, basic combos, basic strings for Ghostface. Now, me personally, I think Ghostface is probably the best guest character to be added to Mortal Kombat 1. I think he clears Homelander, Omni-Man, Peacemaker. I think he's the best. He's probably the most fun character I've picked up in a pretty long time, probably since, like, I would really have to go back to, like, maybe when Ermac came out. I think he's the best character or most entertaining character since then. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you find anything helpful coming from this video, leave a like on the video. I greatly appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions or have any kind of comments whatsoever, make sure you guys leave a comment. No matter what it is that's on your mind, leave a comment because it helps me out tremendously. I reply to all my comments and you guys can basically, you know, ask me anything and I'll hit you guys up and I'll respond to you guys. Another thing is, if you guys ever want to play Mortal Kombat 1 or any fighting game with me, follow me on Discord and then drop your PSN or your Warner Brothers name or anything like that in the Mortal Kombat chat. That is the most certain place I will see all of your guys' names and stuff like that. If you leave it in the comments or if you leave it in the chat on a live stream, it's a possibility that I may miss it. So if you want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to play with me, make sure you hit the link in the description for the Discord. Other than that, you guys follow all my socials and everything that's in the description. And let's get to the guide on Ghostface. So Ghostface on the surface is a very, very straightforward character. He doesn't have too many things going for him. And this is a basic guide. So we're not going to be switching to the other forms and stuff like that. I'll probably drop another guide on that once I've learned it. This is literally day one, me dropping a guide just for beginners, the basic game plan you want to do with Ghostface. So first thing we want to do, we want to go over his strings. All right, so let's start off with his 1-2-2 string. It starts in the high, ends in 2 mids. This is basically your safe option. If you do this on block, it is actually -5 on block, so it's completely safe. First 2 hits are very good for staggering, just because of the startup, and it's -2 on that second hit. I catch a lot of people, you know, catching buttons and stuff like this, and you can finish it with your 1-2-3 scene stiller. I believe there is a gap in that final hit, but it does reset neutral at 0. So it's not even minus on block, it's, you know, just resets neutral, and it also can do a pop-up launcher with Mavado, but we'll get into that later. So 2-2-1+3 basically goes for a starter, a combo starter in air, basically pops them up. It's going to be a very, very useful tool for combo extension. This is his best neutral string. It is a very far range. Look at the range on that mid. Look at that. It's like back here. This is connected. It's a very far range of mid. I think it's one of the better mids in the game. It's an 18 frame, so it's not like a 9 frame mid like Johnny Cage, which is fucking broken, but it's still a good string. First hit is -4, so you can kind of stagger it a little bit. Second hit is -6. Third hit is -7, so it's still safe on block unless you're going against somebody that's got like a 6 frame jab or something like that. Where he sliced is basically just back 3. Even though he's swinging with the knife, which is also his button he uses for 2, I get caught getting very confused with these sometimes when I first picked up the character, but I kind of caught onto it within like maybe an hour of playing online. This back 3 is really good, and in combos it restands. And that basically will be your setup for either more combo extensions or the 50-50s, which we're going to do, and I'll show that to you guys later. This also can be extended into a back 3-4, which also does a sweep. It's got decent range. It can hit from a pretty far distance. It's a 13 frame mid, so it's actually pretty good. But it also is -7 on both hits, on back 3 or back 4. The killer drop kick basically is -7, but it does jail, so it doesn't allow the opponent to really press buttons. So if they really want to start pressing buttons, what I like to do is back up and then go into a forward 2 string or anything like that. So it's a very good neutral tool. And collarbone is basically the same thing that the 2-2 1+3 string is. It's just a direct grab that pops up for combos. That is move I don't use too much, but these are going to be the strings that you want to use. I would say that collarbone's probably good if you want to use like combo extension or something like that. One thing that's very interesting about his command grab, now that we're starting with our special moves, on his down 1, it can be tech throw, basically meaning you can special cancel into his command grab on his down 1 or his down 3. No, this command grab does not hit ducking opponents, so it's not a mid command grab like RoboCop was in MK11. I wish it was, and now this would probably be my favorite character ever, but no, it is not a mid command grab. Okay, so Backstage Pass has a lot of like different stuff going on with it. This is basically the normal Backstage Pass. You can go ahead and get into a combo extension off of that. So now it's not going to extend combos right away, but if you want to just do this raw in neutral, you can go ahead and do that and it'll start combos. The best way to use this is in a string and then combo it that way, because it's not going to combo just naturally. So if you hold back, it actually doesn't get away, so he stays on the same side of the screen. If you hold X, he does the fake out, so he actually doesn't attack right away. And you can also combine the getaway and the fake out. And of course I showed you what the enhanced Backstage Pass does. Basically his dash right here, I'm going to show you all the different things you can do. You can go into the stab, which is not a throw. You cannot do a throw out of this. This is a mid attack, so it is blockable. And it is -25 on block. So if you do this and your opponent reads it, you're dead. You can also do the overhead. -5 on block, so it is safe on block, but it is very slow. And you can go into the dive. We'll get into more of the options for the dive here in a sec. Also, one thing that you can do, it's not listed in the moves list, but you can also do his command grab right here, which is actually a throw. Okay, so always outnumbered is also another special move. He calls out the brick phone, and the opponent attacks him from behind. You can also hold this on triangle on startup, and it will pop them up for a combo. You can hold square. Basically, it's gonna cancel it, or you can just hold it to delay it. You could delay it for a good bit. But this is a decent move. It's not like crazy. It has 44 frame startup, but you can catch the opponent kind of sleeping sometimes, or use it as some kind of counter zoning tool. And then we go into the dive. The dive is basically your armor move as well. You can go into the sweep, which is a very quick 10 frame, basically sweeping move. It will catch people, you know, pretty quickly, and it's annoying. You can go into the stab, which is an actual throw, so you can't block it. You actually either are gonna have to jump or something like that. You basically gotta get out of it. You can do the crawl to advance forward. It is not a continuous animation. You have to repeatedly press it. And then if you want to stand up and regain your footing, you just press circle. So that's pretty much his special moves. Now, let's talk about the game plan for Ghostface. The game plan for Ghostface, from what I've seen playing online, a lot of the times, he seems like a character that's basically just going to be a mix-up machine. And that goes based off of the combos that I'm about to show you, just basic bread and butter combos. I'm not going to show you any of the killer swap combos or anything like that right now. I'll probably drop that like maybe next week or some shit, or later in the week. These are just basic combos, just using the main Ghostface. They're pretty easy. They're not really hard or anything like that. They just got to get some kind of muscle memory, because some of the moves when you first go in there, they're going to feel weird, like timing the back 3 and getting certain moves to come out of Backstage Pass for combos and stuff like that. I'm gonna be using Movado because I think Movado is the best cameo for him. And then I'm gonna show you some neat combos that you can do with Movado and stuff like that. And yeah, these are the combos. So basically, I hope that gives you guys a good idea of what Ghostface's game plan really is. A lot of times what you want to do, you're going to be catching people with a lot of whiff punishes with that forward 2-1. And a lot of the times what you're going to be going for is resets with that back 3 ending your strings. One thing you want to make sure you're doing on those combos is make sure you're doing the aerial 2-2 combo. That is what gives you enough time to get that back 3 off. The back 3 sometimes is a little weird like timing, but just get in practice mode, it'll actually become like muscle memory in a while. I struggled with some combos when I was in training mode, and then when I went online I actually did better. That's just me. I don't know if that applies to everybody. One of the things that you'll see that Ghostface struggles with is he's gonna really struggle getting in on opponents. So some people are using Serena and stuff like that. Those may be better cameos for that situation. Me personally, I think Movado is just one of those characters that just give him so many options, and that doesn't even include all the options that he gets off of like his command grab. His command grab also gets combos. So yeah, Movado, I think it's just the best bet all around. You know, you've seen in the combos, a lot of times after the restand, I believe the restand is plus 14 on hit. So your opponent really can't do much. Even if they try to jump out of that situation, if you do the overhead's gonna catch him anyway. Definitely a mix-up character. I think he's pretty solid. A lot of people worry about his damage, but I think given his game plan to basically 50-50 mix-ups that you have to be ready for, I understand why his damage is so low, because if he was getting like 45% on these, you know, he's basically a 2-touch death character. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like. If you have any questions for me, just let me know. I'm going to be posting some games if you guys need help just seeing it in action, how it works. Certain things to do and stuff is sometimes better just by showing the example. So if you guys subscribe to the channel, those videos will be coming out pretty soon. I got a ton of gameplay, a ton of good gameplay of Ghostface, so make sure you guys stick around. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later. And yeah, I love Ghostface. I love him.